We are back in a tuckered out car here. We've been driving for a long time today. The kids were all sleeping. Ollie's back up now. Adeline is also awake, so we gotta be very, very quiet. We're back now with Harry's Barn, and we're gonna talk about what's going on. Harry had a great week too, didn't he? Man, oh man, did Trafalgar have a vicious kick on the end of the mile the other night. 26-4, and every piece of it was the last 8th or 16th. She looked awesome. So we'll start off with Casanova's Jewel, who's not back in yet. He's turned out. He's coming back in soon, though. Just going to give him some time. Obviously, most of this year's a write-off. He's not going to be ready for the stake season. What's the hurry? Just get him ready and have him good. And he just wasn't perfect. Ever since that day, he kind of put a step in and fell down at Mohawk. He's just trying to get, probably a lot like me, trying to get back to 100%. But I can rest, take my time, and go to a physiotherapist. He's just got hay and feed. So, it's going to take a little bit longer. That's all right. You know, I own the vast majority of this colt. I like him. I give him a lot of respect because he showed a lot of tenacity last year in doing his work, and I think there's a good racehorse in there. So taking our time with Casanova's Jewel, obviously, I think the smartest thing to do. Next is Final Answers at the Pool. Just a Tad racing tonight. Wasn't the soundest. He still got a little sand crack in his foot. Oh, baby. Still got a little sand crack in his foot. Ollie tried to steal Adeline's computer. That's not going to fly. So, Just a Tad. We've been working on his foot all week, really, really hard. James is driving him tonight. I threatened to harm if he put him on the run. So, I think it'll be enough. Obviously, I'm not in 100% capacity to harm James, but I probably could hurt him. So, I told him he's got 2 tough ones on his plate tonight. Delcrest Star Angel, who's no stranger to the break, and Just a Tad also. 2 heavyweights when it comes to making breaks. And James has definitely got his hands full tonight in Georgian Downs. Who else do we got here? Screaming Hawk is back training. Harry's going with him. Says he looks a lot the same, put on a little bit of weight, looks a little more quieter. So we're making gains anyway with the big Hawk colt. Sunshine's Finest is in his stall for another, I don't know, couple of weeks. We all knew that. 2 months in the stall for Sunshine's Finest, and he'll then go to get x-rayed. Ollie, come on, buddy. He'll get x-rayed to make sure that those that bone is healing like mine. That bone is healing back together. They were very, very optimistic about this, and obviously I am too. So everybody wants to see this guy make it back, and I suspect he will. He's sound walking around, very upbeat, sharp in the stall. So everything looks good so far, at least from the layman's eye, for Sunshine's Finest. Sunshine Inn. Now, I told Mario the other night, I told him months ago, he's driven her twice. I've said there's 2 things she doesn't like. First over and on the front end. He's driven her twice. He's put her first over once and on the front end the other time. I think there may be a language barrier problem where maybe he thought I meant she's good on the front or first over, because it seems to be the way he's driven her. Until I saw him today, I'm like, come on. Oh, well, there was nobody leaving. She made front easy. I won on her. Won with her on the front, but I mean, I was in a maiden, got everything my own way, and put it on them that night.
She keeps on pausing it, so I keep on.
Okay, thank you, buddy. The biggest issue with her is she's a coward. She's a fast filly. She's going to do us some good, but there's no 2 ways around it. Sunshine Inn is a coward, and she doesn't like adversity throughout the mile, and it's tough to not face it on the front end, isn't it? She's a stalker. She raced well last week, first over, pace 55, and it wasn't an easy mile for her. I let 2 go, I had to let the other horse go, ended up first over, dropped in the 2-hole, chased the horse down to the wire. She raced well last week, not on the front end, can't put her there. So we'll put her back in that class next week. What am I doing next Saturday? I might go to Kawartha if I don't have a drive in the Golds with Sando or it's going to be pretty hard not to put Sylvain back on Don't Believe Me, Just Watch, and I know James loves the amazing Sando. In case I'm missing somebody, those 2 will definitely be heading to the Gold. So they're not my drives, not my spins, and I'm not gonna take them. No, there'll be no cottage unless we go to Kawartha. Amy's going to the cottage next week. I'll be coming home from the Meadowlands. Hey, listen, if I got Saturday off, I will go to Kawartha. I enjoy going to Kawartha Downs to race Sunshine Inn and those horses. Sure, I'll go. Master Saver was abysmal last night. I don't know what happened, but you know, when I get a chance to drive him, I'll go drive him wherever I want. He's a nice horse. He's not a great horse, but he tries, and I enjoy driving him. So maybe I'll go to Porta Downs next Saturday. Warrawee Ultra is racing tomorrow in Dresden. Not a great track for her, but Sylvain Fillion's driving her, and he expects... She's just a baby. Warrawee Ultra's in tomorrow at Georgian. We blew right by the BB mare, Beach Bum BB. How the hell did that happen? I don't even see her on here. What the hell is wrong with this list? Beach Bum BB is also racing. This is her last start in Canada for quite a while. She's going to Indiana on Tuesday. Then we got the 2-year-olds. Capistrano qualified. Awesome. Little tired. Gonna start her in the grassroots. What I mean by tired is I worked her out, and 3 horses come up and beat her at the wire fair and square. She's going to need a couple more starts, I think, to get to where Trafalgar is right now. But man, oh man, I love this filly too. Can't wait to race her in the grassroots. Giddy Up Max qualified well. He's going to the grassroots. Trafalgar, I can't stop talking about her. That filly impressed me so much at the Meadowlands. It was unbelievable. I was at the Meadowlands watching the race. I thought she raced so good. And then Utopian qualified better. Probably a condition claimer or a grassroots horse, but he qualified better. Last half yesterday, I have it written down. 56-3 his last half. Respectable mile. So we're through Harry's list. Got a cranky baby. Gonna have to take care of that. I'll be back in a minute with Kevin's list.